Hey guys, and welcome to Stash Running 101. My name's Spoon, and today I'll be showing you how to efficiently loot some stashes on Shoreline. Stashes are something that you really shouldn't be ignoring, as they can spawn some very high tier loot and a lot of things that you need found in raid, various tasks in Tarkov. Without further ado, let's jump straight into Shoreline. Okay, so we spawned right next to a stash. There's a stash between these two bushes here. This spawn is one of the best spawns for doing stash runs. Keeps you away from all of the action. You don't really want to be fighting anyone or anything when you're doing stash running. Pretty good. We're just going to loot that one and then make our way over towards the sunken village, then all the way out to the extract. So when you're doing stash running, what you want to be focusing on from the very start is how you want to get out of the raid. So this spawn gives us the extracts: rock passage, tunnel, and pier boat. Pier boat is, way too far out of the way. We've got to go through the resort or shit. Okay. Ooh, yes, that's good. Hopefully that was a headshot. Was lovely. Yeah, so pier boat is rather far out of the way for us. We'd have to go through the resort and the majority of the hotspot areas. Rock passage, if it was up, it is up. It's way too, just way too fast. So our last extract is tunnel, and it's about perfect for this kind of a run. Going to hit maybe 10 stashes. So there is a stash all the way up there next to that tree. You have to be laying down to actually loot it.
Пацаны, окружаем его!
Hello?
Пацаны, щемись! Граната тут!
Fuck, there's two of them. Okay, this is going to be good for scav headshot.
Да вот он!
There. Oh, there he is. Like camouflaged into the sandbags. So the main reason I'm doing stashes right now is actually to get a PM pistol for Militia Part 5. Finding guns inside of stashes is rather common. 5,000 rubles. Gas storage key. So there was that stash, there's a stash right there. You can sort of just see the outline of it. Yeah, to get to that stash you have to run from the bridge all the way up. There's zero cover and not many sort of options if you got shot at. So it's not something I would advise going for that stash. You could quite easily skip it and go check, like a half dozen other ones rather easily. Here's the next stash in this bush just here. Some good loot. Okay, yeah. Dr. Lupo's beans. Very nice. And a Keta. Stashes are probably the best source of streamer loot items, if that's what you're after. And everything from the evasion, the armbands, the evasion GG armbands, way to the Hastily Plague Mask and like that. I don't think I've ever found a Willer's wallet. That's one of the new ones. I don't think I've ever found a Willer's wallet in a stash before. It shuts all the way down that power station by the sound of it. It's good. That'll attract people over in that direction, away from us. And the amount of time it's taken for us to get to this area here, the people who spawn down the bottom are most likely up at the resort now. So it's good to take things slow when you're doing stash running. You want... Of course I say that and then there's shooting right in front. I think that's down at the cottages. Yeah, when you are stash running, it's good to let the map develop. Just sort of flow along behind everyone. You don't want to be in front, because looting takes time and people will catch up to you. You don't want to be on course with everyone.
Вон оно пыль! Вон он, ебашь его! Левый коронный, правый похоронный!
This is bad. Well, that's good for tasks, but bad for everything else. I did actually... bleeding, or is that must be in the scarf, yeah. I did find a splint, which is rather handy. Oh, and a flash drive. So, take care of the scabs here. I didn't see them, they were behind the, the truck, unfortunately. And yeah, loot that weapon, or the ammo box there. You can get some pretty good stuff out of it. What's this one? Oh, that's alright. Not here to focus on scab loot. Got 2 tasks done. The task I got done there was part 2 of part 1, which was to kill headshot scavs with 12 gauge shotgun. Got a helmet there. It's not something we want to take, but some loot. I do have a CMS kit to put my arm on, but I'm going to do that at the next stash, as it's fairly protected on all sides. That's just up over here. This tree here. And you're fairly hidden and protected at this location. I'll chuck the CMS on. Light bulb and another split. We're really getting unlucky with the quality of loot. These stashes. You get the Dr. Lupo's beans, but that's about it. Now that we're done with this stash here, next one's just going to be down this hill. So we're starting to make our way into the sunken village. There's 5 stashes here in total. We're only going to be going to 4 of them. Reason being is that the 5th stash is over in the swamp over there. It's extremely exposed when you go to it. It's in the middle. You have to walk at a very slow pace because you're in the swamp. And yeah, there's no cover. You can't sprint. You can't run. You're sort of just stuck there. And this, at this time, we should be getting some scabs spawning in on the hill over there, and they will aggro you in the swamp there. Yeah, just all around not worth it going to that stash. Because if you go to it early, there's a chance that there's players around, and if you go to it late, there's a chance that scabs are close by. Don't bother with that. We're focusing on stashes for this video. That's behind us at rock passage by the sound of that grenade. The next stash is over in this building here. What you need to do is head on into this little lean-to. Pick up this stash here. A gun, a TT. So we are actually getting very unlucky. Usually pull about 300,000 plus rubles worth of gear out of a stash run. I think on average I'd probably get about 500,000. Hey, dynamite, that's better. dynamite is worth 22,000 rubles if you sell it to therapists. So dying with it is it would make it lose its found and raid status, but it's still worth quite a lot. So that was the third stash for the sunken village. The fifth one is going to be by the fence. There's a small fence just over here, leading up to the mayor's house. Now, the mayor's house is a high-tier construction loot area. Find things like green gunpowders and car batteries and stuff in there. It's a very good place to loot if it's along the way, but if it's out of your way, I wouldn't bother about it. Wow, okay, moonshine. I didn't even know you could get that from a stash. So yeah, at 500,000 for one raid out of a stash run is getting a bit closer. There's a jacket, a toolbox, and a bunch of stuff in here. The stuff can spawn here. Here, take the wrench. It's not worth much. Here, yeah. All over the bed here, right here. And on the shelves here, so we've got some weapon parts here. You can get the car battery to spawn on this little mattress. And then obviously the toolbox is here as well. You get some nuts. Always like to close the door there, as pretty much everyone knows that that door starts closed. So if they see it open, then they know someone's been through the area. Moving on, we're going to be moving into the village here. And there is a total of 5 stashes in the village and one just outside of it. Oh, sorry, 6. 6 stashes in the village and one just outside of it. No, 5. I was right the first time, 5. There's one here, there's one along the fence over in this direction. Get a U-lock. It's good. It's very visible. Not a big fan of the tan. You know that's worth a good chunk of change, so we'll keep hold of it. Speaking of change, we get some rubles. And I like to come into this this house here. Do a bit of jacket searching as well. Some nails there. Nails aren't worth pretty much anything anymore. I don't even bother picking them up. They're only worth 5,000, and even less if you die with them. So. Bulbs also aren't really worth anything anymore. 5,700 I believe, if you sell them to therapist, which is the highest bidder for those. Yeah, the timing of this particular stash run is perfect, because there shouldn't be anyone in this area anymore. Another helmet. Get a yoga mat. Lovely. Not 100% sure how much the crickets go for on the flea market anymore. Used in a fuel barter. So fuel is rather expensive, so it's kind of worth picking up. While I'm here, I like to come into this house as well, because there's a possibility of a graphics card. So just up here there's a tech loot spawn. Just a loot spawn in general, but it's, more often than not find tech pieces in there. CPU fans, CPUs. But yeah, I have actually found a graphics card in there. We got a fuel conditioner. There's more stuff to loot in this area, but yeah, just going to keep going and focus on stash running. Some stuff to loot in that building there as well, but we're nearly full, so we're just going to keep moving along. So this one you can actually sort of just look over the edge and be able to search it. Most time I used to just like jump over and in there. So Raven and Sodium, that's excellent. Raven's about 30,000 and Sodium sells for roughly 20 on the flea market. Some big stuff here. Gun or car battery? Gun. Alright, don't want any of that. Moving up here, what you want to do is come into this house here. There is 4 jackets here. Someone's been through here, but there's 4 jackets. They must have missed this one, I guess. 3 and 4. Then what you want to do is come over into this shack here. There's a gym bag right here. Then move over into the wooden shed. Pick up this toolbox here. Keep moving and there's a stash right around the corner right here. This one's very full up. We get an AK and a class 4 helmet. So I'll put that one on. Take the Razor headset as well. Two more jackets have not been searched. Gas storage and duct tape. I'll pick up the duct tape. Got a few extra slots to fill in. Will insurance fraud my headset as well. After that you want to come into this building here. It's most likely been looted. 2 jackets as you walk in. Has not been searched. Okay. Take that. Got the bunk key, which is useful for a plus from Prapper. There we go, we got the smoke balaclava. It's a good 25,000 rubles. And there's 2 gym bags on the ground floor here, and there's a 3rd upstairs as well. The lunchbox. Not gonna go upstairs. They're nearly full, and I never really go upstairs for that one, but it's just handy to know it's there. What I'd like to do after that is to come into this wooden shed here. There's a toolbox, a wooden toolbox, and a gym bag in here. Some herring and sprats. The herring, because it only takes away 3 hydration, over the sprats is 5. Now we're just going to hit one last stash and then we'll be out of the raid. So the last stash is just here, next to this broken down building here. It is rather exposed, but yes, it's right here. Someone has looted it. And then our extraction point is tunnel right here. Just got to be aware that a couple of scabs can spawn here. There's also a common extract camping spot up on the hill there. Doesn't seem like anyone's there. And that's it. We get out at tunnel. A good spot to be is to hide right here. Yeah, I think without the moonshine, we would have been rather down there. A 20-minute raid on the dot. Got 5 scavs there. We got our. I killed him in the. Got 2 tasks completed there. Which is nice. Okay, so we'll go over to our character screen. Let's dump everything over here. So we're at 7,500 rubles already. Obviously we're going to get a helmet and headset back again, but we will sell these just so that you know exactly how much I made. If you had a bigger backpack, you could have taken everything. Yeah, doing an insurance fraud. 7.5, and this is going to give us. Just go for 50. Go 54 because it should be about 1,006. Puts us at 55,000 rubles. This one sell for 41. It's at 95. The moonshine. It's 180. This at 6,255 roughly. The Raven we're going to sell to Therapist. Dr. Lupo's beans will sell to Therapist. Same with Smoke Balaclava will sell to Ragman. Flash Drive is going to sell for 7. Forgot to press place offer, so it's at 50 on top, which puts us at 305. Okay, AK-102s are a fairly popular weapon apparently, so this was a good find. So that'll sell for 55,000 profit after you take out flea market expenses. So that puts us at 360. So that's only worth selling to Therapy. Same with the fuel conditioner. Sodium should be, they've gone down in price a lot. I think that sells for 10,000 to Therapist as well. Wrenches are pretty worthless. Okay, it's waiting on some stuff to sell, so we'll go over to Therapist and see where that gets us. We're at 350,000. Plus 5 for the, or 7 for the 357. Plus 130. This is at 487. It's 2. That's only about. I'll have to check. Okay, so it sells for a little bit more. It's another 50,000 rubles total from Smoke Balaclava and this one. Light bulbs will sell to Therapist. Parts 15. But yeah, you get the picture. This is going to put us well over 500,000 rubles. 20 minutes worth of work. Got a few scav kills. Got surprised by some scavs there. Most likely just going to be waiting for the sell, so call it at 500,000 ruble raid. Curious to see how much this cricket is going to be. Okay, so it's still worth about 10,000 rubles for 1 square. It's pretty good. 7.5 profit from it. Yoga mat would sell for very cheap. I'm not going to sell this points. I'm just going to Beat that one there. Sell it there. So yeah, that's a very easy and quick Shoreline stash run. Over 500,000 rubles in 20 minutes. Killed a few scavs, got a bit lucky with some of their loot as well, but yeah, the biggest thing there would have been the moonshine. We did get a flash drive out of a scav which he sold for 50,000. So without those two items, he still would have made 300,000 rubles in profit. So yeah, that's Shoreline Stash Running 101. If you liked it, please leave a like down below on the video. Want to see more of Escape from Tarkov? Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time.